Live from WPRI 12, this is The Rhode Show, the place for what's hot and happening. You're having fun, eating well, and living life on The Rhode Show.
Top of the morning to you, and welcome to The Rhode Show. It is Friday, February 16th, 2012, and yes, I'm Willow Gilbert.
Good morning, I'm Michaela Johnson.
This is what it's come to.
Yes, and I'm Mary McLarson.
Yes, here we are, and we're starting our St. Patrick's Day celebration a little early, and why not? It is Friday, and our friends from Dunkin' Donuts have brought us the luck of the Irish this morning.
Oh, yes, they have. Check them out. We have the Lucky Mint Donut, which is a glazed chocolate cake donut topped with chocolate icing and a mint chocolate bark topping, plus the green shamrock donut, which is a ring donut with green icing and shamrock-shaped sprinkles. And you can, of course, get these at the top of the morning and all throughout the day. Plus, they are actually giving away gift cards on Twitter. So if you follow them at DDPVD, that's their Twitter handle right there, and you tweet a pic to show how you're celebrating St. Patrick's Day, lucky fans will win a $10 Dunkin' Donuts gift card. So good luck to you all, and hope you have some luck of the Irish this morning.
Like my long flowing hair?
I do. You know, on Monday you might cut it.
I might cut it by then. All right, Apple fans, start your engines. The new iPad goes on sale in the U.S. and 9 other countries today. The new mobile comes with a faster processor, a much sharper screen, and a better camera. People in many states have been lining up to be among the first to get their hands on the tablet. And for many, visiting a store in person instead of having one shipped is a chance to mingle with other diehard Apple fans. Company does it as part of the to encourage party atmosphere too. In the past, they've provided bottled water, coffee, bagels, and even cupcakes to people in line.
I think I'm going to get in line just for that.
Yeah,
I'll take some free breakfast.
It looks like fun to me.
But I think, you know, of course, them discounting the iPad. I know. You're laughing at me. I should be laughing.
I'm just wondering how you're even looking at me with a straight face.
No, they are discounting the iPads. It's because, you know, they keep coming out with
new
ones. So you got to sell the ones that you already ordered.
Make it a party.
Absolutely. All right, well, we have so many donuts on the table. And remember when you were little and your parents would say, make sure you eat everything on your plate. You know, there's starving children in the world. Well, here's why. Experts this week estimated that 30 to 50% of the food produced in the world goes uneaten. The average American throws away 33 pounds of food each month, worth about $40. That's according to the Natural Resources Defense Council. In a year, that means each of us individually throws away 400 pounds of food.
Wow.
That's how much you're throwing away.
It's awful. It's just so sad.
Is that these donuts will not be thrown away?
No, these donuts will not go to waste. I can guarantee you that.
Into my mouth.
Yes, because I don't like to waste food at all.
No.
All right, some other good news. TF Green Airport is going green today and celebrating St. Patrick's Day. Travelers who are green today around 4:30, which is the peak travel time, will hear the sounds of Celtic music and see traditional and modern Irish dance numbers. Travelers can also stop by only in Rhode Island store between 3 and 5 for a tasting event by the Narragansett Brewery.
Oh, look at that.
That's a good thing.
It's really exciting. And of course, that's the time, you know, when you get a little nervous about traveling because it is generally packed. But hey, if you get a bit of a tasting and see some music, it's like
your nerves
going out. Yeah.
Some people may have more than a taste. All right, it is Friday. We have a great show on the way for you. Let's see what's coming up on the Rhode Show.
Lights, and here we go.
Another heart-pounding night on American Idol for local singer Erica Van Pelt.
After the nationwide vote, one of them goes on tour, the other at risk of going home tonight.
Plus, we're there when her hometown fans hear how America voted.
And head into the weekend with some fun and laughs. You may know his voice from television shows, including Rhode Island-based Family Guy. Comedian Craig Gass joins us live in studio.
Then on the Rhode Show stage, Irish eyes are smiling and dancing. We're celebrating St. Patty's Day with some traditional dancing.
And in the Rhode Show kitchen, it's made of corned beef, soda bread, and even Lucky Shamrocks. We're making an Irish Eggs Benedict with Chef Nick Raybar of Avenue N Restaurant.
If you're looking for some laughs this weekend, you can thank the luck of the Irish because comedian Craig Gass will be performing tonight and tomorrow at the Comedy Connection in East Providence, and we welcome him back to the show and welcome him back to Rhode Island this morning. Good morning.
I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. I've known Will for so many years. I've seen him grow up into a nice young reporter, smoothest head in town.
Yes, I do.
I love him.
I do. Thanks for coming in.
I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, it's great having you here today. You know, for those of you who don't, for those people who don't know how you got started, give us a little background.
Well, I'm a comedian. I do right now I'm doing celebrity voices on Family Guy, American Dad, and The Cleveland Show. And I've always been known as a comedian who can do voices, and it's because of how I grew up. I grew up in a family, and this is going to sound like a joke, but it's not. Everyone in my family is completely deaf. My mom, my dad, and my sister are all completely deaf. So growing up in that family, I couldn't learn how to talk from my own family. I learned how to talk by copying all the voices I heard on TV, and I never got an accent from the Bronx, where I grew up. And everyone in the Bronx has a really thick, like Tracy Morgan, you know.
Everybody in the Bronx talk like this, whether you're black or white, male or female. That's crazy. Hey, this is the voice of your next door neighbor, and I'm a Vietnamese girl. That's crazy.
And the weirder the voice, the easier it is for me to do it. From like Christopher Walken,
who's got a real stop and go kind of voice, where he'll talk every once in a while, he'll stop, and then he'll keep going.
Or Al Pacino,
which is all the way down here. That's a voice that women love, even though he loves to yell.
And can I do my new one?
Sure.
I do a Will
Here we
impression.
go. I knew this was coming.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
This is my Will impression. I got to put my glasses on. All right, now Will, I want you to make a statement about anything that's happened today, and I'm going to do my Will impression. Go ahead and just say anything that's happened in the news today.
Okay, did you see who got kicked off on American Idol last night?
I did. I know. No, that's true. That's totally true. It could be anything. It could be really good news. Will, you're going to have a boy. Oh, I know. I saw the sonogram. No, I did. I saw the sonogram. I know. Or it could be really bad news. There's a 10-car pileup on I-95. I saw it. I actually have pictures. No, that's really true. That's really true.
Did you know that? I'm leaving.
That's true.
And it's all him.
Hey, everybody, it's Will. Okay, so here, Craig's actually going to be here. No, I'm not kidding. He's really going to be here. So that's my impression of... Is that all right?
Yeah, that's good. I love it. Can you tell us quick? You tell me a story a couple of nights ago about how you were performing in Florida. And you wanted a pizza. Can you give us that quick?
Well, what happened was there was a pizza place that I saw. I was in Florida, and I saw this pizza place was actually ranked as one of the top 10 pizza places in the country. I meant to go there all week, and I kept forgetting. And then I asked the manager of the comedy club, can you call while I'm on stage, because they're about to close. I get off stage, and he said, oh, I forgot to call. And I said, well, let's call him. And I said, hey, I'd like to order 2 pizzas. And they said, we close at 10 o'clock. I look at the clock, and it's 10:05. And he goes, and I hang up, and the manager goes, call him back, it's Al Pacino. And I go, and I've never done this before for evil, but I called him back and said, hey, it was Super Bowl week, and so it was plausible that there's celebrities in town. And I said, listen, my name's Craig, I work for Al Pacino. And they go, really, Al Pacino? And I go, yeah, I'm going to put him on the phone.
Hi, who's the manager over there?
And the guy goes, hang on a second. And he handed the phone to somebody else, and the guy goes, hello? And I go,
hi, it's Al Pacino. Can I get a couple pizzas? I know you're closed, but I just need 2 large pizzas. And he goes, really? Why don't you come down here? I want to meet you. Why? What are we going to do? We're going to make out? What are we going to do? And he goes, I don't know. I just want to meet you. No, you don't need to meet anybody. I'm sending my assistant. Can I get 2 pizzas?
And the guy goes, hang on. Fire up the ovens! And we paid him for it.
That's awesome.
But he actually gave us a couple pizzas. And then a year later, I did another show in the area. I invited him to come out, and I said I was the guy who made the prank call, and we had a big laugh about it. So
beautiful. So this is some of the stuff you're going to be seeing at the Comedy Connection, right?
Well, the Comedy Connection, basically what you're going to see is I work on Family Guy. There'll be a lot of like voices, and I'll be telling you stories about working on Family Guy, and then also about working on Sex and the City. If your girlfriend or your wife is a fan of Sex and the City, I did something terrible on Sex and the City when I dated Miranda.
Yes.
And I will be telling stories about the roast. It's a fun show. It's a dirty show, but I'm a good person. I love my mom.
I can vouch for you.
No, it's true. He really does love his mom. You know, he pays his mom's bills. Like, he sends her money every month.
Okay, thanks, Craig. And he's actually going to stick around and join us for the Roadie Roundup.
He's going to be here
later in the show. For ticket information, you can see Craig at the Comedy Connection at WPRI.com.
But that's true.
That is true.
Do you ever visit someone at work or watch a reality show and think, hey, I could do that, or I wonder what it's really like? Well, I took it to the next level. While many Rhode Islanders are gearing up for St. Patty's Day tomorrow, I decided to take a closer look into one local brewery who's making some hometown ale in Michaela Can.
For 4 college science grads, their dreams became reality back in 1999 when they started a microbrewery and made Newport Storm. For master brewer Derek, he can say that he uses his degree every day.
Not only are there day-to-day success stories, but you can also be at a bar and someone's having Newport Storm Amber Ale and they're really enjoying it, and I didn't have to tell them to buy it.
What started in a little garage with equipment bought off the internet has turned into their own building that produces twice as much beer, has a visitor center and tasting area as well, where you can sample their best sellers and see some interesting concoctions.
Where we get to be creative is through something called the Cyclone Series, where we make a bunch of batches of beer and you name them like you name hurricanes.
They will even offer their beer at the St. Patrick's Day Parade.
We want to help out, and the best way we could think of doing that is giving them a bunch of beer, letting them sell it and keep the proceeds.
A donation that the Grand Marshal himself is grateful for.
Newport's been one of our biggest supporters.
The official beer of the Newport St. Patrick's Day Parade is the Newport Storm Spring Ale.
It's the spot, yes indeed.
Not many people may know the beer making process, so I decided to see for myself.
Today we're going to make sure that we're making quality, clear wort to spec, W-O-R-T, that's unfermented beer. We're going to be adding some yeast to a tank. We're going to be measuring out some hops that we'll be using at a later time.
There's lots to do, so it's time to get to work. Yeah! The wort comes from grain.
You want me to eat this?
Absolutely. Tastes like
oatmeal.
Newport Storm is environmentally friendly, too.
So this would go and we'd feed a bunch of cows.
It then goes through a process called lautering.
We're extracting all that good stuff from the grains, bringing into the kettle, and we're going to measure the concentration of sugars inside that solution against water.
I'm hanging out with Bill Nye, the science guy today.
You are.
In order to check the levels, we first need a sample.
That's way down there.
But that's way down.
You need long arms and a science degree.
We must cool down the wort.
So that's probably 170 degrees right now.
So we can measure the density of the sugar.
Which is ultimately going to be what kind of food?
Beer.
Yeast food.
Yeast food.
Yeast going to chew
I'm
sugar.
so confused.
After taking a reading, I get a chance to sample.
Tastes like oatmeal tea.
To make a well-balanced beer, hops is added in different amounts, depending on the type of beer you'll make.
This smells weird.
Some are more aromatic than others, some are more bitter, and that's where, being a brewmaster, you get to use some creativity.
After measuring, store in the fridge or the floor.
So those are done hops now.
Beer is made up of 4 things.
So we've talked about the barley, we've talked about the hops, we've seen the water.
Yep.
So now we're going to put some yeast.
Yeast is a key ingredient in making beer taste the way it does.
Well, it's kind of gritty, it's kind of chalky.
It's kind of yucky.
The beer vessels hold roughly 2,000 gallons, equivalent to 120 kegs. So I got a lesson in opening,
I knew that was going to happen.
cleaning, and filling. This batch is of their signature blueberry beer. We even made our own blueberry bubbler.
Here we go.
They aren't bottling today, but Derek gave me a peek at the process. After a full day of taste tests, fumbles,
There we go. All over my shoes.
and struggling through science questions,
I have no idea. I haven't been to school in a while. I was totally off.
You were totally off, but that's fine.
it's time to unwind.
Cheers, nice work.
Now you can visit Newport Storm to have a tour and tasting. They're open from 12 to 5 every day with a guided tour at 3 p.m. or pick up some Newport Storm at the St. Patrick's Day Parade in Newport this weekend.
We are cooking in the kitchen this morning for some Irish Eggs Benedict with Chef Nick Raybar from Avenue N. I am so excited, and here's your trick. Try to talk like an Irish person.
Well, I'm not good at that. I'm going to talk. I can only talk like myself. I can only be myself, Mary. And on this day, though, we're going to cook a little Irish-American food, though.
All right. So what exactly goes into Irish Eggs Benedict?
Well, it's sort of a mashup of 2 culinary giants, Eggs Benedict and corned beef and cabbage.
Love.
So this is a great way. Corned beef and cabbage is the #1 Irish-American meal on St. Patrick's Day. So instead of doing that, because I'm sure everyone's already got their strategy for this, this is a little bit of a Sunday brunch leftovers for your corned beef and cabbage.
So now we actually can. We have St. Patrick's Day on the weekend,
That's
so
right.
everyone's going to need a brunch after their Saturday activities.
I would think so. I would think so.
So tell me about what ingredients we need.
Well, the traditional Eggs Benedict will have, you know, a bread base and then some Canadian bacon. Usually it's an English muffin, Canadian bacon, poached eggs, and then hollandaise sauce. Instead, we're going to do some Irish soda bread, and then instead of the Canadian bacon, we're going to do some corned beef, some poached eggs, and then a hollandaise sauce, traditional hollandaise sauce, except we're going to put a little grain mustard in there.
Ooh, spice it up a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to be really nice. And then we're going to do some home fries, which is your general, you know, potatoes, onions, etc. But we're going to throw in a little sweet and sour cabbage in there also.
And you made the sweet and sour cabbage,
absolutely,
correct? How did you do that?
Chop up a little green cabbage, let it marinate in a little bit of vinegar, sugar, and some pickling spices, some juniper berries in there. Strain it, saute it, season it with a little salt. Absolutely fantastic.
Awesome. Well, it's going to sound really tasty. We're definitely going to look forward to making this, and we're going to start chopping everything up. Back over to you.
Chop, chop.
This morning in Idol Watch, another nail-biter for local singer Erica Van Pelt. She again was in the bottom singers at danger of being sent home just before making the all-important top 10. Take a look at how it all happened.
Over the past few months, these two individuals have survived a roller coaster of emotions, all to possibly have it end right here, right now, live tonight. Let's get into it. Dim the lights, and here we go. Good luck, ladies. After the nationwide vote, one of them goes on tour, the other at risk of going home tonight. The person going on tour is Erica. You are safe. Congratulations. Which means Shannon will sing for her life.
And I know eventually we'll be together. One sweet day. And I know you're shining down on me from heaven. Like so many friends we've lost along the way.
One save for the season. The judges were thinking about it while you were singing. Will you use that one save tonight? Judges?
Unfortunately, we're not going to use it tonight, Shannon. Thank you.
All right, everybody can breathe a sigh of relief for Erica. She makes it into the top 10, which means she gets to go on the American Idol tour, but we say goodbye to Shannon McGree, and on our Idol board, we're going to check them out right now.
Yeah, I think, well, first, as we all remember, I think we need to get rid of Jermaine
Jermaine's
Jones.
going first.
Yes.
See you later.
He is gone, and Will, I think you've
All right,
got the other
I have my ex. Let's see, there's Shannon right there. And she is gone.
Shannon.
It's my favorite part of the week. I almost feel like I have some sort of power.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. You're done.
Trump of Idol.
You're not going on the tour. Do you think they, they deserve to be in the bottom two?
I definitely think Shannon, I think given what the judges said, again, we talked about it, so many people rely on what the judges say, and because they didn't like the rendition that Erica did, it kind of didn't surprise me.
Right.
I don't want her to be in the bottom anymore,
No.
but based on what they said.
I'm definitely going to make sure, when you guys check out Facebook the next time we can vote, there's actually ways to do it on your smartphones. So you don't even have to call or text. It's actually this almost a Facebook app that you can vote. So we'll make sure to be helping vote for Erica.
I have faith in Erica. Last night, Steve Nielsen was in Newport at one of Erica's hangouts where fans were cheering her on. Here's Steve Nielsen with more.
This is the Gas Lamp Grill in Newport right behind me. This is where Erica's well known for being a karaoke DJ, and a lot of her fans and friends came out here to support her to try to get her into the top 10. And this was an important one because if she makes the top 10, that means she moves on to be on the American Idol tour.
It was the big moment for Erica Van Pelt, the Rhode Island karaoke DJ.
You are in the bottom 3 tonight, which means
she was one of the final 2, waiting to see if she'd move on or go home.
Very nervous. I feel that she did a good enough job last night to not be in the bottom 2.
Friends came out to the same place she's known to DJ to wait for the results.
The person going on tour is Erica.
EVP, as Ryan Seacrest calls her, moved on to the top 10 on American Idol.
I can't believe, every time she's always in the bottom 2 or 3, but she always makes it in.
That's great. Yeah, that's right.
And my heart's beating now. It stopped for a little bit as he was delaying it.
Everybody in Rhode Island's got to vote.
Now I've got to change my hat from top 12 to top 10, but it's a great feeling.
And for everyone out there who wants to keep rooting Erica on, go to our sister station, Fox Providence, Wednesday at 8 o'clock to see her perform once again. For The Rhode Show, I'm Steve Nielsen.
Still to come this morning on The Rhode Show, Whitney Houston's mother thinks Bobby Christina's relationship is incestuous. That's next in the Rhode Roundup.
And later, a traditional Irish dancing performance from the Kelly School of Dance.
You're watching The Rhode Show, and we're back in 90 seconds. It's the Rhode Roundup, where we're talking about the hot topics that have been making news all this week. Joining me this morning is WPRI.com reporter Ted Nisi, Deanna Cruz from Hot 106, and yes, comedian Craig Gass is back with us again. Good morning, guys.
Hi, good morning.
Thanks for being here with us. Okay, we all saw this in the news this week. Whitney's daughter, Bobby Christina, is apparently dating her unofficial adopted brother, Nick Gordon, and he's been living with the family for about 10 years, and recently their relationship may have come to light, and Whitney's mother is not happy about it at all. What do you guys think?
I don't know what to think about it because they're not blood related, but I mean, Whitney was like a mom to him. So I don't know what side to take. I know that there's video of them holding hands and kissing, and it's just kind of like, I don't know, it's a little weird to me. A little weird.
Gross.
You think it's gross?
It's gross.
But they're not blood related though.
Yeah, but it's from what we're hearing, they've been acting like siblings for years. I mean, that's it just adds to the bizarreness of the Houston family.
I just put on my glasses so I can give you the reaction that Will actually had when I first told him about the story, because Will didn't know about the story until I told him. And his exact reaction was, "Oh, that's true. You know, that's her adopted brother." No, that's really true. Like, she adopted him like 10 years ago. No, that really happened.
Do you guys think that this may have been going on, behind Whitney's back for a long time? And
I wondered
if
that.
That's the case.
If they were living in the same house and things were going on in there.
Like the Brady Bunch movie.
Yes. Yeah, like something maybe
I don't know.
So
Sissy's not happy though. Whitney's mom is definitely not happy with the whole situation. So we'll see what happens.
Okay, next up, we all know a lot of celebrities have their own fragrance, but here's a weird one, the Pope. The Pope has his own fragrance now. Commissioned a celebrity perfume maker to make a fragrance just for him. The Vatican has no comment, but is this the kind of thing you think is a little weird?
No, I don't think this one's weird at all, actually. Because I don't.
You
no,
don't?
I don't. Because, the Catholic Church and Italians generally have a great love for the fine things in life. That's part of why we had a Reformation, right? Because they thought the church was too wrapped up in beautiful cathedrals and stuff. So why shouldn't the Pope smell great?
Add that in there too. Well, the perfume or cologne is not going to be for retail. It's just for him. It's an exclusive thing just for him. But I say when he goes, that perfume and cologne is going to go for sale.
It's going to go for sale.
Yep.
Are there actually commercials for?
No, it's not going to be sold in stores. You can't smell like the Pope, okay?
That'd be a great commercial.
You're not pure enough. I'm sorry.
Come on, smell a little funky. Go and take a couple of spritz and then Pope cologne. Now, come on.
He's actually German.
But don't overdo it.
He's from Germany, a place called Cologne.
Yes, he is actually.
There you go.
Yeah,
that's probably how it's tied in.
It'll be a quick commercial. 2 hits
and gone.
All right. And next, we all know this guy. We're awaiting the premiere of Rhode Island native Paulie D's new reality show, set to air at the end of the month. But it looks like he's got another career DJing Snooki's baby shower. Snooki apparently has asked him to DJ also in the delivery room, but thankfully he has said no.
He said no.
Yeah.
Can
in the delivery room?
Yeah.
She wanted him in the delivery room, so I guess it could be festive and they could fist pump away until she pushes this baby out. And he was like, "No, I'll just do your baby shower instead." And you know what he said? Just throw in some tanning booths in there too, some spray tanning booths on your shower too. I mean, why not? People can get a little color
while you're there.
Yeah, while you're there.
It's sort of like the way the weddings, they have the photo booths you can go into
You can
now.
have a tanning booth.
You have a tanning booth
and a DJ thing.
You know what's a fun game to play is putting money on Snooki's baby's first words.
What do you think it's going to be?
What do you think it could be?
You're kidding me. That's what I'm for.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no, not you.
Uncle Gorilla Head. Uncle Juice Head.
Paulie D said if the baby has hair, they'll put some gel in it. Tanning's a little too much for the baby, but maybe spray tanning would work.
Now, if the baby comes out with gel already in his hair, we'll know it's Paulie D.
Is MTV going to film it?
I don't know.
Baby's here!
Oh, I'd be shocked.
I'm sure.
I'd seriously be shocked if they don't film it. I'll be shocked if it doesn't become a show.
Yeah, no, it's definitely going to be a show.
Okay, thanks guys for joining us. And to learn all about the stories we talked about, you can head to our website, WPRI.com. Still to come this morning on The Rhode Show, we'll be back in the kitchen with Nick Raybar from Avenue N making Irish Eggs Benedict. And you can find the recipe now at WPRI.com.
And speaking of St. Patrick's Day, how much do you know about the holiday? Probably not too much. We'll talk about it next in The Buzz. But first, let's check in with the skiing weatherman.
With all the funky weather we've had this year, a weatherproof vacation destination has been key, and today I'm at one of the best, Jay Peak, Vermont. In the past 2 years, Jay has added an NHL-size ice arena and a 50,000 square foot indoor water park that includes one of only 2 indoor aqua loops in the world. And by the way, Jay Peak's managed to get 300 inches of snow this year as well. This week's warm weather has claimed some natural snow trails, but most runs are still buried with machine-made snow. Yahoo and Neshoba have called it a season, but Wachusett Mountain will be open for at least one more weekend with most of their main trails skiable. The curtain has closed at Bradford, but Pat's Peak and Crotched Mountain are still in full operation. Crotched's Spring Carnival's on for this weekend, and pond skimming will be held Saturday at Pat's Peak. The trail counts Hanging Tough at Sunapee, Gunstock, and Loon. All 3 are well worth the drive up Route 93. Further north, the cool nights have helped to preserve the snow this week at Cannon, Bretton Woods, and Wildcat. Almost everything's still skiable at Attitash, Sunday River, and Saddleback thanks to earlier efforts by their snowmakers. In Vermont, you'll still find plenty of open terrain this weekend at Stowe, Killington, and Mount Snow. Again, all 3 are well worth the trip. Owl's Head in Quebec is still going strong, while out west, Jackson Hole has had yet another snowy week, and snow's on the way this weekend to Telluride in southwestern Colorado. Spring skiing's early this season, so get out and enjoy that ego-building corn snow. I'm Herb Stevens, the skiing weatherman.
You're watching The Rhode Show on WPRI 12.
Welcome back to The Rhode Show. This morning in the buzz, St. Patrick's Day is tomorrow, and many of you are getting ready to celebrate. But what exactly are you celebrating? Well, if you're like most Americans, you probably have no idea. A survey conducted by a group called Harris Interactive found that most people don't know why they're celebrating on March 17th. For example, more than half don't know that St. Patrick is the patron saint of Ireland. Only 25% know that he was not born in Ireland, but in Britain. 34% falsely believe the day marks his birthday, but it's actually his death. And about 25% believe St. Patrick chased all the snakes out of Ireland, but guess what? He didn't. And 18% of the respondents believe St. Patrick's Day represents the true spirit of Ireland. What do you think?
I think a lot of people see St. Patrick's Day as an excuse to drink green beer.
Yes, they do.
Myself
little
included. No.
green beer, some cabbage, and you know.
I have to admit, I did not know. So
No, some of the things I didn't know.
What did you think it was for?
I don't even know. I mean, just to like celebrate the saint himself.
Right.
I didn't know that the snake thing never even crossed my mind. I mean, maybe that's just probably me being naive or something.
I always thought it was his birthday. I didn't realize it was his death. And you know, you hear the story about that he chased the snakes out of Ireland. Well, apparently, maybe he didn't.
I knew that had to be true, because you can't chase every single snake of Ireland. There'd be one hiding somewhere under a rock.
There's still somebody hiding. So what are you guys doing? Are you going any place for St. Patrick's Day?
I'm going to Boston.
Oof.
First time ever
Look
that
at
I've
that.
actually... I feel like all the times in the past, St. Patrick's Day has fallen on a weekday.
Oh, so you weren't able to go.
So I've always kind of tried to be low-key, because I think, you know, you have work the next day, you've got all these other things, so it's on a Saturday, I can have the entire day, so South Boston it is.
South Boston, batten down the hatches. She's on her. She's on her way.
What are you ready doing?
You know what? I like corned beef. I like the cabbage. So maybe we'll go someplace and you know, have something to you know, something to eat like that.
You like the traditional?
I like the tradition. You know, and I know a lot of people don't like corned beef, but it's once a year, so I just do it just to. It makes my Irish mother happy.
And when I was younger, I would make my milk green.
Oh yeah.
Coloring in, have green milk.
Michaela,
that
looks. I don't like milk, so maybe that's why.
Oh, maybe that's why. But it still tastes like milk. What do you do, Mary?
I would get the corned beef and cabbage, but I would generally go out to go get it because I don't know if I trust myself to do it. But this weekend, I'm actually going to a Polish wedding. So we're having a Polish wedding on St. Patrick's Day. There's going to be pierogies and probably Guinness. Who knows what? It's going to be a nice, you know, combining of the two.
You got to have some Guinness, and you know, we all know that, you know, at St. Patrick's Day, you can always go to Dunkin' Donuts and get your green donuts as well.
Absolutely. I think that's half the fun. I mean, I like to wear green.
Yeah.
I kind of you know, threw this on. Yeah. I was surprised too, because green is my favorite color. And I was going through going, where did all my green go?
No green.
I found and scrounged whatever I could get.
I do have a little light green on. Yeah, a little bit.
A light mint,
A
yes.
light mint.
Mary?
It's the best I could do.
I failed. I woke up and I was early packing because I do have to fly to the wedding right after this, so I'm really sorry. But I think actually St. Patrick's color was blue. Google that because I'm really sure
So
that
maybe
St. Patrick's
you're
Day
just
was,
ahead of your
you know, I'm
time.
that smart. I'm not.
So maybe we have it wrong and she has it right.
Or I'm just out of control.
That could be part of it as well.
So we did, as we said, you know, a lot of people really don't know what St. Patrick's Day is for, and people are celebrating it in many ways. So we posted it up on Facebook to check out what you guys thought. And Amanda Marie said, "I had something to do with chasing snakes out of Ireland, but I see it as a day to wear green."
Yes, it is.
Erin, go brown.
Scott Bacon says he thinks it's something about his attempt to single-handedly rid Ireland of green beer by drinking it all. Ooh,
Bottoms
Scott,
up.
I like that theory.
That's a good idea.
And our Twitter friends have weighed in. Ashley Willix says, you know, she's otherwise known as I Tweet Pretty. She says that on St. Patrick's Day, she will not be heading to Southie with the masses. Instead, she's going to be celebrating from Cambridge.
You won't see Michaela then.
And you too can weigh in today's poll. So what do you think of St. Patrick's Day? What do you do for it? Do you go to a parade, eat corned beef and cabbage, have a pint, wear green, or all of the above? So here's a look at some other topics that are trending online today. The Duchess of Cambridge showed up at London's Olympic Park to support the British Olympic field hockey team. The Duchess actually captained her field hockey team and was excited to have a chance to play again. She is an Olympic ambassador and is making it a point to cheer on her home teams. So now that the NCAA basketball tournament, aka March Madness, is upon us, a couple of guys wanted to mark the occasion in a really big way by making a basketball shot, get this, out of a helicopter, 192 feet in the air. This is one cool viral video. And our next video shows a 12-month-old baby seeing bubbles for the first time. Check out his reaction. He is so excited. Well, I'll be posting both of these videos up on our Facebook and Twitter pages. You can find the addresses right below, right around there, and I'll be back at the end of the show with your poll results. For now, back to the kitchen, Will.
Thanks, Mary. We are back in the Rhode Show kitchen this morning. Chef Nick Ravar from Avenue N, and we are making Irish eggs Benedict.
Yes, sir.
What's going on over here?
Well, one of the most essential ingredients in any Benedict is hollandaise sauce.
Okay.
And I think that hollandaise sauce can be a little intimidating to make at home.
Can you tell me what hollandaise sauce is first? Yes, please.
It's really just two ingredients.
All right.
It's egg yolks and butter.
That's it?
From there you season, okay?
Right, okay.
So the tricky part is making sure that you don't break the sauce. Imagine taking a glass and pouring water and oil into it. The two will separate.
Oh, the two will separate, okay.
So this is sort of doing the same thing. And in order to make it connect, you have to emulsify it. So the egg yolks are going to handle that. So right now I'm doing what's called tempering them. I have her over this little pot of semi-warm water.
And it's on really low.
Really low.
Really
just
low.
to keep it warm. If you got it hot, it's gonna boil with bacon. You're gonna have scrambled eggs in your sauce.
Oh yeah, we don't want that.
All right. So I've got this butter here. It doesn't look like butter because it's totally clarified.
Is that just regular butter?
Yeah. I boiled out the milk solids.
Okay.
So when you that's why it's nice and transparent like that. So we're going to go in with this here. Now the butter's warm. Again, if the butter's too hot, it's just going to cook those egg yolks and it's going to scramble it. It's this simple, Will. It's this simple. And a lot happened, actually, since the beginning of the show. I ended up searing some of that great corned beef off over here.
Which looks great.
Yep, so that's going to be on our Benedict in place of Canadian bacon.
Okay.
I got our home fries sort of working over here also. A little potato, a little onion, and we're going to go with some cabbage there in a little bit. But you see how this is like holding up and getting thick?
And how much are we going to put in? I mean, how do we know that this is really, done?
2 to 1. 2 to 1.
Okay,
Yep,
2 to 1.
1 part egg yolk to 2 parts butter. So if you've got, 2 egg yolks, you're going to want about 4 tablespoons of butter.
And this is going to thicken up?
It's thickening right now. You can see it thickening right before our very eyes. And to make it, to add a little bit of that Irish American into there,
yes,
we're going to put a little bit of whole grain mustard also.
Ooh.
Lemon and whole grain mustard.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and this is going to go beautifully on top of all this. All this is going to come together so gorgeous. And I'm glad this is working out well.
Okay.
Because that had potential. It
had
some
the
risk
potential to go
today.
really, really bad.
And it's a workout, Will.
It is.
My arm is killing me right now.
We have our hollandaise sauce ready to go. When we come back, we're going to mix it all together. In the meantime, back to you.
All right, still to come this morning on the Rhode Show, we continue our St. Patrick's Day celebration with some creative cocktails inspired by the holiday, plus a performance from some local Irish dancers that will definitely get you in the spirit St. Patrick's Day. You're watching The Rhode Show. We're back in just 90 seconds.
We're making delicious drinks this morning to celebrate St. Patrick's Day, and joining us to help make it festive, cocktail guru Jonathan Pogash. Top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning to you.
And the rest of the day to yourself.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. That's a really nice accent.
What do we think? This had a good look for me?
Love it.
Nice.
Love it.
All right, what are we going to make this morning?
Okay, so this first drink is called the Dubliner in celebration of St. Patrick's Day. I have some fresh mint down at the bottom of my mixing glass.
Right.
I'm going to add some Celtic honey liqueur. This is a liqueur made from Irish whiskey. Irish whiskey. I don't do that accent very well.
Faith and Begone.
And a little bit of gin. This is Oxley gin.
All right.
I'm going to do some freshly squeezed lemon juice. So I'm just going to squeeze that right in there. And are you ready to shake?
I'm ready to shake. Whatever you need.
I'm going to give you the shaker. I'm going to give you the shaker. Be very careful.
Put that in. We're ready?
Shake.
Okay, here we go. Here's the shaker.
Ready? Yeah. That's a mighty fine shaking you have going on there.
Good?
Okay, very good. Right. So we're going to separate the shakers now, strain it into this ice-filled glass, and we're going to do a little bit of fresh mint.
That looks good.
Just like so.
That looks very good.
Looks good. Okay, next drink. This is called the O Mianetto.
Oh, Mianetto.
Oh, Mianetto. Because this has some Mianetto Prosecco. I have kiwi here, fresh kiwi.
Right.
Would you like to mash that up?
Okay.
That's a muddler.
All right, so
just push down. Flying all over the place. Gently massage.
So you need to tell me that
beforehand.
Yeah, I know. You need to share that info with me beforehand, because I'm going in for the kill.
That's good. All right. I'm going to add some agave nectar. You've seen me use agave nectar before on the show, and some freshly squeezed lime juice. Right down in there. Lovely.
Looks good.
And a little bit of vodka. I have the Van Gogh blue vodka, just about 3/4 of an ounce. We're going to add.
There are so many different types of vodka. Is any
This is true.
Any different? Anyone better than the other?
Well, Van Gogh makes a really nice one. Some Russian vodkas are also delicate and flavorful. I love vodkas that have some good flavor going on there. So I'm going to give this a little shake. I'll do this quick shake. Yeah.
You got the whole motion down.
Okay, perfect. So this will have a little bit of a green tinge because of that kiwi.
Right.
Now we're going to fine strain.
Just
very
so we
fancy here, yeah. So we don't get those little pieces. That's nice. Nice little green color there. I like it.
It's perfect for St. Patrick's Day.
And then we're going to top it off with this Prosecco from Mianetto. Oh, make sure you get it in the glass.
That'd be helpful.
But although on St. Patrick's Day it may be kind of hard.
It's not going to matter.
No, it's not going to happen. It's not going to matter. So those are some nice 2 festive drinks. And then this is one just to kind of celebrate with your friends if you're having a St. Patrick's Day at home. Just very quickly, it's a variation on a grasshopper, which is a classic drink.
Right.
It's nice green color. I have some Van Gogh Dutch chocolate vodka, some King's ginger. This is a new ginger liqueur. Coconut milk to make it sort of a skinny version instead of using cream. And the green creme de mint, which adds that nice green color to it.
They do look good. They do look good. All right, we're going to
Gonna taste that?
I'm going to taste that.
And I'll post these full recipes on my site, thecocktailguru.com.
Cheers. Thanks, Jonathan, for coming in today. And find the recipes for both these drinks and more from The Cocktail Guru. Just head to our website, WPRI.com. Cheers.
Still to come this morning on The Rhode Show, we're going to be back in the kitchen making up some Irish breakfast there. Don't forget you can cook along with us at WPRI.com. We'll be right back.
We are back in the Rhode Show kitchen this morning. Chef Nick Raybar is with us. Avenue N is the restaurant. We're making Irish Eggs Benedict.
Irish Eggs Benedict.
And it smells fantastic.
It is fantastic. And it's such a fun play on your traditional Eggs Benedict. And it's something different you can make not on St. Patrick's Day, but the day after.
Yes.
You know, corned beef and cabbage is not as Irish as people think. It's more Irish-American.
Oh, it is.
Corned beef is very Irish.
Okay. Right.
But the corned beef and cabbage thing is
the
more
whole meal.
an American dish. So it's very common on a St. Patrick's Day, but what do you do with it the next day? Are you sick of it?
Have you had
want to
enough?
eat it the same way? Have you had enough? Have you heard enough about it? This is a nice spin on this. So Right now, I've griddled off a little bit of this beautiful Irish soda bread. I bought it from my neighbors over at Seven Stars Bakery. Absolutely gorgeous.
Great stuff there, too, by the
Yeah,
way.
really great stuff. So I'm just going to put it as a foundation of the plate here, Will.
Okay, so put that there.
And that's instead of the English muffin.
Instead of the
That's
English
base.
muffin. Instead of the English muffin. Now, we've got this hollandaise here.
Which is thickened up since
It's
we
beautiful.
last made it.
It's I'm going to have you put a little bit of lemon in. We'll give that a roll. It'll loosen up some of those juices.
Okay,
Don't
so-
trash the place, Will. Just a little bit, okay?
You've seen my cooking?
Squeeze it over that spoon right there. It'll keep the seeds from going in.
All right, so we'll
now, in the
roll that
meantime, I've got these beautiful sort of home fry hash browns things working here. I caramelized some onions and a little bit of clarified butter. I put in a little bit of potatoes, which I boiled intentionally to try to overboil them a little bit so they'll make a nice au gratin on the bottom. And we're going to add a little bit of our cabbage here.
Okay.
So put in about 2 tablespoons of that.
Now you just said clarified butter.
Clarified
Can you
butter.
clarify what clarified butter is?
I will clarify. Okay, what you do is you sort of boil. Now it's something you have to be really careful if you do at home.
Okay.
You boil your butter until it looks like it's almost clear, but the problem is sometimes you can easily burn it. It cooks out the milk solids, and you can skim them off. They'll float to the top. You sort of skim them off, and what that does is you can cook at higher temperatures with your butter, so it doesn't burn in the pan.
Gotcha.
So we put a little bit of our cabbage in there. Go ahead.
I'm ready to juice my lemons.
Yep, juice your lemon. Now, you see how I've got this sitting? Juice away, Will. What are you squeezing, man? So, you know, we got this here. Now that's perfect. See how it added that little bit of color?
Lightened up.
It lightened up just a little bit. We're going to put in a pinch of salt.
You know how I roll with
a
salt.
pinch of salt, all right?
I know how to squeeze a lemon.
A pinch of salt. So we've got our cabbage in here. I'm going to go in with a little bit of green onions because green anything, of course, makes it Irish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, its official color is blue. I looked it up.
Oh, well, now I know.
Now he knows.
Live and learn.
Now he knows.
So I'll take that plate over there, Will.
This one right here. We'll give this past this to you. There you go,
Okay.
sir.
And what we're going to do is we're going to go on with some of our beautiful corned beef.
Now, corned beef, when we're looking for corned beef, what are you looking for? I mean, I know...
Great
you know,
question. Great question.
It's tough this time of year. A lot of people, you know, they're grabbing it and they're just taking it just to get it for the day.
Look for brisket. Brisket's what you want.
Oh, okay.
So
Right.
a brisket cut, look for it fully trimmed.
Okay.
And then you could take it home, you could crock pot it. Corning means, you know, basically it's preserved in salt. That's pretty much what that means right there. Now, one last thing we're going to do to that hollandaise, Will, I'm going to ask you to stir it up. Put in a touch of grain mustard.
Now, if you went out to go, as I said, I often just go out and get my corned beef and cabbage. Is this something you can make with the leftovers?
Totally. That's the whole plan.
That's
what we're doing here.
That's the
This is-
plan.
I won't cook 2 days in a row.
Well, most people will have no. Go to Avenue N. Go to Avenue N. Avenue N. We do a great brunch, and I don't think that that's as commonly known as possible. We do tons of Benedicts, tons of very traditional American fare specials. You would absolutely love it there. So if you're all cooked out, come see me at Avenue N.
And he will, Nick will take care of you.
I will take great care of you. So we're going to go on with that.
Put those eggs on.
Now stay.
You have brave hands to touch those hot eggs.
Thank you, thank you. They're used to it. So now, Will, I'm going to take this here. Now look at how great that hollandaise came out.
Looks good.
Yeah, it is really
And it
good.
looks great now that we put the, put the mustard in there as well.
Adds a little bit of something
looks
different.
Little kick.
Yeah, it does have a little kick, and it adds a little bit of texture to it. But really, you know, mustard and corned beef absolutely go hand in hand together. And this is rare. You don't see a lot of this right here. Mary, jump back in that fridge right there. You're going to see a little special package of my Lucky Shamrocks. All right?
Yep.
Okay,
so we
Lucky
have this.
Shamrocks. Tell me
He's
again.
got Lucky Shamrocks. We've got this
They are
here.
right ahead of you there. Oh, no, I fibbed to you. I got them back over here.
Oh, we're over on this side.
Come here, Will. Bring me those shamrocks.
I've got your shamrocks. There you go,
Put
sir.
some of that there, and give me some of these beautiful shamrocks.
To make it official. Look at those. Those are beautiful.
Make it official. Put on a couple of these shamrocks.
leaves.
What's your lucky day?
Today's our lucky day.
Actually.
Today's your lucky day. So look at how good that came out right there. We're talking about Irish eggs Benedict. I mean, any complaints?
No complaints here. No, I can't wait to try
I'm
it.
complaining
Lucky
because I'm
day.
not eating it.
You're going to about 1 minute.
We will take a look at it. Nick, thanks for coming in today.
Will,
Great
always a
having you here.
pleasure.
Happy
Thanks,
St.
guys.
Patrick's Day to you.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone.
If you want this recipe, you can head to our website right now, WPRI.com.
In honor of St. Patrick's Day, we're celebrating the Irish culture with some dancing. Joining us today are some of the members of the Kelly School of Irish Dance. Good morning, girls.
Good morning.
Happy to have you. All right, now you guys have a fabulous school. Jensen, tell us all about it.
Well, it's the Kelly School of Irish Dance, and it's really fun.
It is. What's your favorite part about dancing?
It's just really unique, and no one really does it, and so it's nice to have something different.
Now, how old are you?
I'm 12.
And you've been dancing for how many years?
3 years.
3 years! Wow, that's a whole quarter of your life. All right, and you have a big performance coming up at the Park Theater, I heard.
Yeah, we're opening for Natalie McMaster, and it's a really big opportunity for the Kelly School of Irish Dance.
You must be so excited. All you girls must be really excited. And what are you doing on St. Patrick's Day? Because you're Irish dancers, you must be doing something big.
Yeah, well, we do like, we go to nursing homes, perform for them, and for schools.
Oh, that's great. Well, fabulous. Make sure we'll have to check you guys out. Okay, now you're going to perform for us today, so I'm going to step off and I'll let you girls take it away. For St. Patty's Day. I don't know what will. Thank you, ladies, so much for joining us. And to see where you can catch the Kelly School of Irish Dance perform, head to our website, WPRI.com.
Coming up on The Rhode Show, we'll reveal the answer to today's web poll. Stay with us.
Guess what? Tomorrow's St. Patrick's Day, as if you didn't know. So we checked over to Facebook to see what you guys are doing tomorrow. And Dean Harrington says he's going to be hanging out at the Shamrock Financial, of course. Sarah Emmett says everyone's a little Irish, so go out there and celebrate. And Kevin Swanson says, being half Irish, this is an easy one. It celebrates the life of our patron saint of Ireland. It is a day where everyone can show their Irish pride. Evan go bra. Back over to you.
Thanks, Mary. It's been a great week on The Rhode Show, from some baking in the kitchen
to head shaving for charity. Not Will.
Not me.
Check out The Rhode Show Rewind.
Yesterday, we all switched our clocks to spring ahead an hour.
When you lose that hour, I feel like you almost feel jet lagged.
It doesn't seem like I can catch up. I feel really just like,
well, I'm the complete opposite. I am sunshine and moonbeams. I'm like ready to roll.
So we're going to have to put a little bit of juice in
there. There we go.
Are we sure that bottle wasn't full when we started?
It might.
Because it's emptying pretty quick.
Each year, the charity foundation St. Baldrick's makes it their mission to be a hero for kids with cancer.
We organize an event at a local level, and we recruit shavies, and they shave their heads in solidarity with kids with cancer and raise donations in the process.
Listen, Riley, it's here from the Bakery Boutique, making Zappala cupcakes. We also have a special guest this morning. The chef from the Muppets is joining us.
How's it feel right now?
It's good to get rid of all the hair, that's for sure.
What's going through your mind right now?
I'm a little nervous, but not like bad.
Maybe I'll give it a try. I don't know. I think Will already, maybe he's not up for this. This one. Open wide, Will.
Oh my God, I want to dust him with sugar.
Oh, what a a fabulous
you love
week
me.
it was. Have a great St. Patrick's Day, and thanks for joining us on the Rhode Show.
And for more information on anything you've seen here on the show, just head to our website, WPRI.com.
We'll see you back here Monday morning. Have a great weekend, guys.